Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. We'll be talking about commercial real estate in Central and Eastern Europe. Good Tuesday morning, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show here in Warsaw at the MRP studios. Here with Winston Norman, our editor-in-chief. Winston, good to see you.
Good morning, Craig. All right.
I see you're very ESG ready with the ESG Europa Property shirt.
Yeah, I've got the ESG EuroProperty shirt.
Excellent.
Never leave home without it.
Excellent, excellent. And well, let's kick off with, because I know there's a lot of interesting news happening, let's kick off with some headlines, yeah?
Yeah, and we'll start today with ESG. And RICS is launching a new resource to support ESG valuation across Europe. PVT and FlexiParks form long-term partnership for sustainable energy in Austria. P3 Logistics Parks has concluded over 170,000 square meters of lease transactions in Romania for 2023. And office take-up hits a record high in Poland's regional markets.
Wow, interesting news there. Well, a lot going on. Very interesting week. This Tuesday morning, we're finishing up the Europa Property Real Estate Guide for MIPIM. So if you want to get any information out to attendees of MIPIM, now is the time to send it to us. We still have, I think, a few places for advertising as well, and any press releases, shoot them off to us. We definitely have to get some more comments in, but I noticed the magazines are ready, going to print on Friday. Also, we have our cocktail party, our annual cocktail party at MIPIM, Wednesday at 2 o'clock on our Europa Property stand. So shoot me a message if you would like to come. We will put you on the list, on the VIP guest list. Having said that, we've got our CEE Real Estate Awards coming up in Romania. I see we had a lot of nominations for that these days already. Yeah, coming in.
Yeah, we're hunting for nominations. We're contacting companies. They're contacting us, and there's quite a bit going on. So it's looking promising.
Yeah, a bit more from Bulgaria as well. I see we have a few VIPs coming from the region, and also from Moldova, and of course everyone from Western Europe doing business in Romania in the region. So good group for that. That's April 17th at the Athene Palace. So we hope to see you all there. Straight after that, we're up north in Poland, Sopot, which is part of the Tri-City area, and on the Polish Riviera, May 23rd for our Baltic Real Estate Awards. Great event. Definitely sign up for that. We're covering a lot of projects and a lot of companies in northern Poland, also Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, and projects and investors coming from the Nordics and Scandinavia. So it'd be good to meet up everybody there. And that's May 23rd at the Radisson Blu in Sopot. Great hotel. Plan to stay the weekend because it's always nice weather. So let's take a little break and we'll come right back with Winston Norman and the news. So welcome back, and Winston, a lot of interesting headlines there. Give us some more detail.
Sure. So to aid the further implementation of ESG into valuation, RICS has published a data list which lists assets and indicators that can be applied to valuation work. RICS has also launched a thought leadership paper on the impact of ESG on the valuation of Europe's real estate. The paper was titled The Future of Real Estate Valuations, the Impact of ESG, and noted the increased premiums ESG-focused properties provide to investors, while valuers pay increased attention to environmental factors. However, there are several significant gaps in ESG integration, and the publication calls for incorporating a consistently holistic approach to ESG, which it is hoped the data list will support. And according to Gina Ding, Senior Public Affairs Officer for Europe at RICS, the 12 core indicators in the ESG and valuation data list provide valuers and financial clients with a consistent set of data points which can be taken up in valuation reports. So, this is a very interesting report, I think, that's been released by RICS, and kind of just solidifies what Hubert Abt is always telling us every conference that we're going to, the importance of ESG and the effects it has on valuations.
Absolutely. Well, it looks like at least there's now clearer guidelines.
Right. Yeah. Clearer guidelines, and yeah, and it's becoming essential for these all new properties to be ESG compliant.
No, very good.
Moving to Austria and the multi-let industrial park developer FlexiParks and the photovoltaic experts from PVT Austria combining their resources to convert available roof services into sustainable energy sources. And the cooperation initiative will start this summer at FlexiParks Vienna North 1 with further joint projects in the pipeline. And according to Sebastian Schufeller, co-founder of FlexiParks, our existing green roofs regulate the climate in the individual units, promotes biodiversity in the park, and enhances the energy efficiency of the halls. With the installation of the photovoltaic system, we are now taking another step forward. So yeah, and this is we see this a lot now with solar energy being incorporated into industrial parks. I mean, they have big roofs, so
yeah. Maybe they'll invite us down to take a look at what they're doing with these flexi.
We can pop in there on the way to Hungary or Romania.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Well, instead of stopping in Vienna and having some nice coffee and kielbasa, we can go there.
Why not?
Yeah.
And staying in the logistics sector and moving to Romania, and P3 Logistics Parks concluded over 170,000 square meters of lease transactions in 2023. The majority of these transactions were in P3 Bucharest A1 Industrial Park. And around 40% of the lease space is occupied by large retailers and FMCG companies, 40% by logistics and distribution companies, and the remaining 20% is rented by companies in the manufacturing, IT, and pharmaceutical sectors. And according to Christina Pop, Head of Asset Management, P3 Romania, the plan for 2024 is to focus on maximising our existing portfolio, advancing our ESG strategy, and continue to provide excellent customer service. So it is across the board ESG these days, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And of course, maximizing the portfolio sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, it does, yeah. And finally for today, moving to Poland and in the office market, Newmark has released its office occupier office market in the regions report, and total take-up in 2023 in the largest Polish regional cities surpassed 740,000 square meters, an increase of almost 19% year on year, and a 7% from the pre-pandemic 2019 peak. And according to Agnieszka Gomakowska, Research and Advisory Director, ESG Lead at Newmark, office availability in existing buildings remains on an upward trajectory and amounted to nearly 1.2 million square meters at the end of the fourth quarter. Additionally, regional markets also offered a substantial amount of office space available for sublease. And according to Newmark's Joanna Baldashevich, Senior Advisor at Newmark, faced with significant levels of office space available in existing buildings and widespread office optimization, developers remain cautious regarding launching new projects, especially those without pre-lets. So this kind of goes with what we were looking at yesterday in the Romania market. And you know, there's lots of pre-existing buildings with lots of space to fill, and that's just as well because there's not so much new stock coming to the markets.
Yeah, and also I think last year they were saying, oh, regional office is dead, no one's ever going to use it. Now it seems like it's not so dead, 20% up.
Right. Yeah, it's right. And I think co-working and flex space takes up a lot of this space these days.
And again, people probably in the regions is tired of working at home.
Yes.
You know?
It's still a thing, though, isn't
Exactly. It's still a thing, and people are still doing it. But, you know, there's a lot of things. You know, you're at home. There's
still
things
3
to
days
take care.
of the week that they can go to the office.
Absolutely, if not 5.
You'd like 5.
I would prefer 6. Okay. Thank you for watching the Coffee with Craig show this Tuesday morning, and we hope you're all safe and happy, and be careful. It's rainy and cold outside again, but always nice. And we will see you Wednesday morning with the news. Click here to subscribe to the Coffee with Craig show, and don't forget to share it with your friends.